Welcome to Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. Make your foot the foot that counts. In a historic act, South Africa has taken the lead, charging Israel with genocide, a mission indeed. No other nation-state dared to take the stand. But South Africa, with courage, made their demand. Injustice remembered, apartheid's past. Now they fight for Gaza's peace at last. Apartheid's shadow, a history to mend. South Africa now stands as a true friend, championing justice, with conviction and grace. In the face of adversity, they find their place. A charge unique, on this path they tread. In the face of bombardments, they won't be misled. The International Court of Justice, ICJ, also known as the World Court, is the principal judicial organ of the United Nations, UN. Its mission is to serve as a forum for the peaceful settlement of legal disputes between nations, referred herein as states. The ICJ also provides advisory opinions on legal questions referred to it by authorized UN bodies and agencies. The mission statement of the ICJ can be summarized as follows: to settle legal disputes between states and provide authoritative advisory opinions on legal matters referred to it by the United Nations and its specialized agencies, with the ultimate goal of promoting international peace and justice through the application of international law. In essence, the ICJ aims to contribute to the resolution of international conflicts through the rule of law and the principles of the United Nations, with a focus on maintaining peace and upholding justice in the international community. As members of the UN, both South Africa and Israel are bound by the court. Emergency ruling request. Important points. 1. South Africa has conveyed to the United Nations highest court that Israel is engaged in genocidal actions in Gaza. 2. South African legal representatives are petitioning the court to mandate a cessation of Israel's military operation. 3. Israel has strongly denied these accusations. The legal filing contends that genocidal acts encompass the killing of Palestinians, causing severe mental and physical harm, and intentionally imposing conditions meant to bring about their physical destruction as a group. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has compared Israel's policies in Gaza and the occupied West Bank with his country's past apartheid regime of racial segregation imposed by the white minority rule that ended in 1994. Several human rights organizations have said that Israeli policies towards Palestinians amount to apartheid. On November 16, a coalition of 36 UN experts urged the global community to take action to avert the potential genocide of the Palestinian population, characterizing Israel's actions since Sunday, October 7, 2023 as a developing genocide. In a groundbreaking development, South Africa has initiated a historic case at the International Court of Justice, ICJ, accusing Israel of committing genocide. This legal action is made possible due to the membership of both South Africa and Israel in the ICJ. During the proceedings in The Hague, South Africa made an impassioned plea to the court, requesting an immediate injunction to halt Israel's military operation in the Palestinian enclave. Israel has a genocidal intent against the Palestinians in Gaza. Tembeka Mukatobi, an advocate of the High Court of South Africa, told the court, "That is evident from the way in which this military attack is being conducted," he said. The intent to destroy Gaza has been nurtured at the highest level of state. Israel has strongly refuted the allegations of genocide, dismissing them as unfounded and accusing Pretoria of advocating for Hamas, stating, "Advocate of the devil." South Africa highlights Israel's continuous bombing campaign in the small and densely populated Gaza Strip, which, according to health authorities in the Hamas-controlled territory, has resulted in the deaths of more than 23,000 people. Every day, there is mounting, irreparable loss of life, property, dignity, and humanity for the Palestinian people, said Adila Hassim, another South African High Court advocate. South African Justice Minister Ronald Lamola said South Africa condemned Hamas's October 7 assault on Israeli civilians, but added that any attack, even one involving atrocious crimes, was not a justification for violations of the Genocide Convention. Post-apartheid South Africa has long defended the Palestinian cause, a relationship forged when the African National Congress's struggle against white minority rule was cheered on by Yasser Arafat's Palestine Liberation Organization. It says Israeli officials have expressed genocidal intent. Israel rejects the allegations. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the court had been presented with hypocrisy and lies. "Today we saw an upside-down world. Israel is accused of genocide while it is fighting against genocide," he said in a statement. "Israel is fighting murderous terrorists who carried out crimes against humanity. They slaughtered, they raped, they burned, they dismembered, they beheaded children, women, elderly, young men and women," he said. International Court of Justice, ICJ, is expected to rule on possible emergency measures later this month. The legal process may take years to conclude. The court won't decide on the genocide claims immediately. This process could also take years. ICJ rulings are conclusive, therefore, there can be no appeal. Additionally, the court lacks enforcement mechanisms. Due to the politically charged nature of the case, supporters on both sides have organized marches and rallies in The Hague. Enforcement of international law, a crucial task to bear. Bringing justice and order, for all nations to share. Through treaties and pacts, working a link. Ensuring compliance, so no nation will sink. The responsibilities they shoulder with care. In the global arena, humanity declared. Much appreciation to you for giving of your time with us at Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. We trust you will come back soon.